to Dubai police and a major bust that happened. Sorry, a major bust that happened.
The major bust was called Operation Monopoly. So these hackers that have been annoying everybody very lately over the years, the Dubai police recently cracked down on an international syndicate of cyber criminals involved in a sophisticated hacking operation. The gang would hack into the email accounts of company CEOs and impersonate them to instruct branch managers to transfer substantial sums of money to their own. And Dubai police arrested 43 suspects, while the mastermind and 20 of his accomplices based outside of the UAE have been identified, and international arrest warrants have been issued against them.
So this is the email that I'm sure a lot of us have been subject to. We've had numerous emails come to the office. We've actually fallen for it. So have you ever been on the receipt of one of these emails? For example, let's say I'm your boss and I'm like, hey, it's 7 in the morning. I send you a really brief email saying I really need your help on something. Can you just run to the store, get this for me, and I'll pay you back, Casey. Brief. It doesn't give any idea of like intonation, personality, but it's a brief request. It's urgent, and I'm asking you to act.
Yeah.
And this is what these hackers were doing, and it goes to show you what a massive operation that went into making it happen, and then also to bring them down. So this came to light when a lawyer representing a company in Asia reported the fraudulent transfer of approximately $19 million, and this all was through e-crime. The gang's cyber heist involved a two-phase transfer process with an estimated total of $36 million being moved from one account to another before being deposited into the cash vaults of money holding and transport companies. Further investigations reveal the gang had also hacked into electronic communications of another international company and embezzling an additional $17 million.
Oh my goodness. The police trailed the money trail, ultimately luring the suspects of the UAE to the UAE, where they were apprehended. In addition to the arrest, the authorities seized luxury cars and valuable artworks belonging to the cyber criminals. To bring the syndicate to justice, Dubai police collaborated with security agencies in France, Hong Kong, Singapore, highlighting the international scope of the operation. That's one big operation. Oh my goodness.
My goodness. And I just think like there's so much we can do in terms of being vigilant, but these hackers are so sophisticated in their operations. I had an email right before the show saying someone was using my Netflix account in Arizona and New York in the last 2 days. Had my account been compromised? It looks so legitimate, but I had to check with Ali. I was like, is this a hack now? I can't believe anything.
Yeah, you always have to be careful. Even the official ones, you have to be careful of, because like it might be a scam. So like I always say, like, look at the domain. And even when you're looking at the domain, because sometimes they're very tricky. They also change the domain and they make it very, very similar. So that you might think, oh, this is official, but it's not.
That's why I thought this one, like it looks super legitimate, and then it's account.netflix@something.com, and I think it is legitimate, so I've changed my passwords. But it's gotten to the point where a legitimate email with a legitimate security concern comes in, and you question it, which isn't the way to operate. I think even banks say, we will never call you, we'll never email you for information, i.e. you have to reach us, and that's always fun because it takes about a year to get through to anyone. But even when you get a legitimate call these days, if it's from a bank, you would question it immediately.
Yes, like I would be like, why do you need my details? Or why? So I ask why, and then I would just fact check in whatever they're saying, so that I'm not giving any confidential information that would give them, access to my accounts. So beware.
Beware, 100%. And even times when I have reached out for a credit card and they got back in touch with me, I would still question whether it's a scam, because I'm thinking, was the site that I found real? Was that legitimate?
Yeah.
Is this whole a scam operation? They have people coming to the office for signing, and I'm like, is this real? Is this a scam? They make you question everything. So thankfully, Dubai police, we know, are in charge of these massive operations to bring them down. And this just shows you a brief insight into the level of sophistication, which is just beyond my free thought zone. I don't know.